I'm going to be going in and out this door. I need to get this. Welcome, everybody, to Digging into Life. As you can see, this mess that I'm clearing out here is actually caused by a lot of water damage, as well as a family of raccoons. I had someone stop by and tell me that there was a raccoon family in here of probably about 8 or 9 of them climbing in there. Saw them climbing in up above. They ripped the bottom part of the framing around the window out so they could climb down into this little attic above the deck that had some insulation, because this is right next to the upstairs room that I'm using as a computer room now. And that opening caused water damage, which I guess eventually led to the raccoons destroying this whole thing, and then somebody blocking it up with some more wood to try and keep it from coming down on people's heads. But I felt that it was best just to rip it right out so that it wasn't coming down in pieces on me, and it allows it to dry out a bit. So it's almost 10 o'clock tonight, and it's my first night, and this is the room that I picked and cleaned up best I could and turned it into my room. I have a electricity from neighbor Jerry next door. Thank you, Jerry. I have water. This water hose comes from my backyard neighbor, Eric. And so I get some water so that I can flush the toilet. I've cleaned this room up as best I could. The toilet was utterly disgusting. I put a new toilet seat on. I happened to bring, thinking ahead. And I have a trouble light. So I have light, toilet paper, mat on the floor, water to wash my hands. My soap is out. I have a bed to sleep on. My hamster, Chestnut. So this used to be a hair salon. And it's got a lot of work to do. And look in the pitch on the floor. That, I don't know, maybe you can see it better this way. That is a crazy pitch on the floor. So, yeah. Carbon monoxide protector, so I don't die. That's always a good thing. Thank you, Dad and Mom, for getting me that. They don't want me to die either. One thing I did learn is that if you're using a shop vac near one of these heaters, don't let the exhaust point at it. Otherwise, it flares up. Well, hello, this is my first full day at the house, and I had a bunch of people stop in and say hello while I was having coffee with Marie. Marie is a resident of Georgetown, and she does property management and stuff, and she stopped in, gave me a coffee, wake me up, and brought a lovely gift basket of some fresh veggies that she grows and all sorts of stuff here that oh my goodness, lasagna from my microwave. Okay, that's awesome. I got dinner. Dinner is planned. I got some, looks to be scones and nice buns. Oh, some sticky buns. Oh, tomatoes. Nice tomatoes, and some canned antipasta. And ooh, look at that. Interesting. On the side, these look delicious. Gonna have one. Gotta have one now. Gotta have one. Oh. Oh, yum. That's good. That's good. Okay. Oh, cucumber. Nice. Some pears. Fresh pears. I need to clean this kitchen so that actually is safe to have food in here. So, gotta get going. Gotta dig into this mess. So I'm brewing my first pot of coffee here in the new house. I found what I needed. Now, this stuff. Oh my God. Oh my God. How do I address that right away? How do I address everything right away? Cleanliness factors. Safety factors. Practical, do it while you're in quarantine factors. I don't know. These windows in the kitchen are totally painted shut at this time. I needed to get some airflow in there in order to get the house smelling a lot better. 6 or 7 years of being shut up and no airflow whatsoever. Kind of had the dead air. Now the trick was to get these open without totally ripping the top piece of the frame off and keep it nice and even as it's pulling the paint free of the sides. I had to do this in all 3 of them eventually. Finally some air. Well, I just plugged in the this fridge. It's not clean, Ma, but I want to see if it has any use and it's just not pretty before I go to the bother of cleaning it. Does anybody know what this would be? It's quite interesting. I think it's going to go on the wall of things. Let's see what's going on with this fridge and freezer. It's actually, ooh, it's actually cold. Very cold. Gungy, but cold. This, I guess it's chilly as well. What are we at? 4 air balance. Well, I guess I gotta clean this out and then I'll use it. This is my first big ship that I've seen come in. I hear it's unloading gravel today because there's no gravel on the island and that's where it all comes from. So they're got trucks coming in and out all afternoon. I decided it'd be a good idea to let my neighbors know how many days I had left in quarantine. Anybody that came over and having to chat with me, we all kept socially distanced and it was all outside. Nobody came inside. As per the requirements, right? I'm not allowed to leave the property. So these were my main staircase into the house at the front there, and it was rickety and very unsafe. I figured that I had a lot of stuff to move in, and I wanted it moved in through the front door, so I wanted to make sure that that was going to be safe for me and anybody else after the 14 days in order to go up into it. But as I wasn't allowed to go out and get any supplies, I had very limited amount of lumber to work with. Oh, this spending more time on this project looking for my freaking claw hammer and all my stuff. Gotta take this shit out. Gotta find my tools. I've been sorting them in the back. Anyways, I gotta keep looking everywhere for that damn hammer. And I'm like, okay, all the stuff that I put in here, I knew wasn't going to be needed right away. If I had tools, I would have put it somewhere else, except for that pipe I can see right out there. But then I'm like, well, where the hell could it be? And then I'm like, oh, like a tool bag. And then it's off to the side, and it's got my damn hammer in it. So now I can go back to work, get this staircase in, maybe have enough light to get to the roof before the hurricane. That ship's still over there. It's kind of cool. See the trucks coming in and out all day. Big trucks. I managed to make a strong staircase, and let's take our first look up the roof here, shall we? This is the back room. I'm gonna put my glove on. Climb up through this jungle. And what do we got? That barely doable. Got a bunch of nails coming out. Way out. Old board up here. Curved, just crimped down board. Lots of caulking everywhere. I think it's best if we come out over there. Let's take a look up here. Got nice angle, nice glass work all over. Comes with water. Kind of tell where it's probably leaking. I don't need to be a roofer to know. Look at that stack. Well, it's 10 o'clock. This is my kitchen now. And so today, yeah, we found out the fridge works. I just don't have it plugged in right now because it's not clean, so I'm not using it. I'm going to clean this cupboard and make sure that I get that all clean up inside and everything. What is that? I took this drawer out. There's a stuffing. Oh, 2013. Okay. Well, Wanda Henry is the woman that owned the place, her and her husband. That was 2013. I was told that this place was empty for the last 6 years. So 6, 7, 8, 9. This okay, could be about right. Anyways, that's the kind of stuff I'm going to get all this cleaned up, and then I'll be able to put some of this food away and start cleaning these, because there's a little bit of cobwebby, 6 years of cobwebs in here. If I can clean this all up a little bit at a time. I just didn't get to it today. I was up on that roof getting ready for tomorrow's hurricane. Figured that get that done, and this kind of stuff can be done on rainy days. Look at how grungy this is. Like that. Oh my God, that's just fucking disgusting. And they had dogs, and but this one here in a hell of a lot better shape. There was a whole bunch of them over in the what used to be the plumbing area. So I'm just, oh my God. Maybe the next time somebody calls me and says they want duct cleaning, maybe I'll say, yeah, hit me up, man. It's just, oh, that's gross. Can't wait to remove all that shit. Oh well, at least that's a little cleaner. Right, well, I didn't clean the top yet, obviously, because it's covered in stuff, but I got this cleaned out best I could. It's got pieces left to come off. Coming off now because it's been wet. But I scrubbed it up good with that scrubber. Made sure that I scrubbed the top up here as well to make sure everything I could get was out. And it's now been scrubbed down and dried out. So now I can get some of this food stuff packed away off the countertop and clean the rest tomorrow. Well, while I didn't clean the entire kitchen like I said I was gonna, at least I'm got something done in here. All right, it's time for me to go to bed. I've got almost like a kitchenette. I got access to cutlery now. I've got some food put away, my beer put away, and coffee maker ready to go. And then I just have to do the other cupboards here and rip all that down and redo the ceiling, level the floor, you know, regular kitchen stuff. But at least I can say I got this section done one step at a time. Just dig into life a little bit at a time, and eventually it'll all be there. And the rest of the house is totally dark, and it's time for bed. Good night.